Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome back to government class. It is Friday, October 2nd, 2020, and we have a Friday where we don't have a weekly review quiz. That is dope. However, we did just have a test and we just did do some test corrections, and that is one of the first things we are going to talk about today. We got an easy schedule today, only 5 things, again, so not too bad, but first let's talk about test corrections. You were supposed to be doing those last class, and we had a little bit of a hard time with them, so I wanted to go over them real quick. Let's imagine that this was the question that you had on your test. Number 3 was, who is your government teacher? And the answers were A, Drake, B, Barack Obama, C, Mr. Weckbaugh, or D, nobody. Maybe you weren't really paying attention the past 6 weeks and you thought the correct answer was A, Drake. Well, clearly it's not, all right? And the correct answer is C, Mr. Weckbaugh. So here's how you would do the test correction. You are not going to put the word who anywhere near your test correction. You're not going to put the word what or how or where. Any question asking word should never be in a test correction. Instead, you're going to take the answer and the question, combine them, and act like you're the teacher and you're teaching me. So you would say 3, because that's the number you missed, C, because that's the correct answer. You put that in the margin, and then you would say, Mr. Weckbaugh is my government teacher. And you would underline Mr. Weckbaugh or highlight it because that's the correct answer. All right? I hope this kind of clears things up. You have an extra day to do those test corrections. I've already told a few of you that you've got an extra day. I'm not going to start collecting them until today. So if you messed up or didn't understand, you may certainly do test corrections and finish them today to make sure you get as many points back as possible. If you have any other questions at all about that during the day, feel free to email me and I will help you out. Now, let's talk about today's class and our intro to Unit 2, which is the Constitution. First and foremost, congratulations on getting through all of Unit 1, just like that. Done with it, never going to see it again, maybe a few questions on your next test from this past unit, but the foundations of government unit completely over. Now, everything we're going to talk about for the next unit is all about the United States Constitution. And you should know from vocab last time, or for last unit, that the Constitution is a rule book for the United States. You should also know because we had Constitution Day last unit. Now, what does this mean? You should already know. At the beginning of each unit, what do? That's right. We start with some vocab. All right? So today, I'm going to be sending you this piece of paper. Mine's blue. Yours will probably be white. I just printed it off on blue paper. And you're going to have vocab to do. You're going to have 31 vocab words that you're going to have to define. Now, few things with that. Number 1, last unit we did vocab, but we did not have a vocab quiz. This unit, we will have a vocab quiz. It's going to be completely separate from a test, completely separate from a weekly review quiz. It's just going to be a random vocab quiz where I'm going to test your knowledge on the definitions of these words. As always, when we do vocab, we've got a few different things that we have to follow. The first that I didn't really explain last time is make sure you're getting the correct definition for the words. You guys are using the internet to Google definitions and find out what the meanings of these words are. However, it has to be in a government sense. Sometimes words can have more than one meaning. For example, articles is one of your words this unit. Articles could be a lot of things. I'm wearing articles of clothing right now. That is certainly not the definition that I want you to put down. For articles, we're going to be talking about the sections of the Constitution. So you need to make sure, first and foremost, that the words that you're getting the definitions for are in fact the government definitions and not just a regular meaning of the word. Now, let's take a quick review on how to do the vocab. All right, quick vocab recap lesson. First things first, as always, name up in the top right-hand corner, Mr. Weckbaugh. You can put the class, you can put the date, as long as your name's up there. That's all I care about. 10/2/20. All right, what are we doing? We're doing Unit 2 vocab, which is on the Constitution. So you can call it Unit 2 vocab. You can call it Constitution vocab. I'm going to call it Constitution vocab. And then I'm going to take a look at my piece of paper. Word number 1 of our 31 words is compromise. So right here, I'm going to put 1. Always number your words. Make sure you number them. I'm going to put the actual word, compromise. Then I'm going to underline it, or some of you like to highlight it. That's fine too. Underline or highlight, either way, as long as you do the entire vocab word. If it's 2, highlight and underline both of those words, okay? If it's 3, make sure you highlight or underline all 3 of them. If it's 1, highlight, underline. Then I'm going to give the definition for a compromise. A blah, 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 blah. Now I'm going to move on to number 2. Don't forget to skip a line. This is very important. Makes it much easier to read for me. And we're going to go right here to number 2. The second word, delegate. I'm going to put the word delegate, highlight or underline, and blah-bitty blue blah blah, blah blah-bitty blah blah blah. Skip another line. Number 3 is repeal. I'm going to put repeal and underline, give the definition, blah-bitty blue blah blah. That is how we do it. Quick recap. If that's not good enough, go back, take a look at our first video, but hopefully this helps you understand just exactly how to do the vocab. Like I said, you can look them up online. Just make sure that you get the government definition, not the regular definition, or you will get the word wrong. And then double whammy, you won't get the correct definition, so when you're studying for the quiz, you'll get the question wrong on the quiz as well. So make sure you get the correct definitions. That is your assignment for today, to complete all 31 vocab words. Get the definitions to me by the end of the day today. It is going to double up as your attendance question as well. Attendance and assignment, same thing today. Make sure you get them to me ASAP. If you have any questions, I'll be here at my desk right next to the laptop all day. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you not next week, fall break next week. So we'll see you the week after fall break. All right? Take care, guys.